We are pleased to be joined here at Yahoo Sports by NC State offensive lineman Ikem Ekwonu, possible top 5 pick in the draft, unanimous All-America selection this past year. But at one point, I read that your nickname, Ickey, actually didn't just come from your name. It also came from the fact that the coach who saw you thought you looked like Ickey Woods. Can you tell us the story and how that came about?
I was in third grade because I was kind of big for my age.
Yeah.
I was playing with like middle schools, like 7th and 8th graders. And I always wanted to play running back. I told the coach that I was at my dream position is playing running back and being able to, hold the ball in my hand and run with it. And so kind of just based off that a little bit too, he said, yeah, you kind of remind me of Cincinnati Bengals running back he used to watch, Ickey Woods. I took that home and it really just kind of just stuck with me ever since the third grade.
Do you do an Ickey Shuffle, or I don't know, were you a Bengals fan during their Super Bowl run this year at all? Did you see him in LA at all?
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see him. I know he was out here in LA, but yeah, I've always been able to do the Ickey Shuffle. That was the second I looked up Ickey Woods and I saw that shuffle. That was just something I wanted to learn. And I actually added my own spin to it that I'm kind of saving for when I get the opportunity to score. So, yeah, you're going to have to wait on that one, but I definitely added my own little spin to it.
Fair enough. Maybe if you get picked number 1 overall, we can see a little teaser of it or something like that, I guess.
Me and Roger on stage, you might have to let him do it with me, yeah.
You'll have to teach him the steps ahead of time. I promise you that,
yeah, exactly.
Right? Out of high school, you had offers from Harvard, Yale, Vanderbilt, other academic schools, so to speak. You picked a good academic school as well, but one more known for football. How did that decision come down?
You mentioned Harvard and Yale. One of the reasons that I decided not to go Ivy League is because of the financial aid situation with the Ivy League. They don't offer, athletic-based financial aid to the student athletes. And, with the opportunities I had to, have a full ride scholarship and take that burden off, my family, that's definitely something I looked into. And then one of the things that drew me to NC State was a business school. I like the, networking opportunities and the career fair and just everything involved in the pool calls and management and being in the research triangle. So that the business school was a huge check mark off my list.
You mentioned your brother playing at Notre Dame. Was there ever talk between you guys like, hey, let's try to play together? Or was that, we hear about these, these package deals between brothers or things like that, friends in high school. Was that something you guys ever discussed before you went your separate ways?
Honestly, not really. We kind of just had our own processes. And we talked about it. We just kind of, wanted to go on our own path and kind of just pick our schools. And if it so happened that we picked the same school, we definitely wouldn't have been opposed to it. But,
right.
As you can see, we wanted to pick in different schools. And I feel like, it's worked out for us in the long run.
Have you heard from teams in the NFL about where they project you? Are they seeing an offensive tackle? Are they saying we view you as a guard? Is it kind of a combination of the two? What have you heard much feedback yet to this point?
Yeah, so going into this 2021 season, a lot of the talks was just moving me into guard immediately. And I believe that's had a lot to do, with my inefficiencies in my pass protection. And I feel like that was something that I harped on a lot this year in the offseason, was really showing up my pass pro and proving to the scouts and to the teams that I can and I am a left tackle. But, I'm never had a problem, bumping inside. I've always been a team player. So, some teams might see me as a guard, some teams might see me as a tackle. But, if you ask me personally, I see myself as a left tackle.
You might be the first pick in the draft. We don't know who it's going to be this year. There's a lot of mystery at the top of the draft. Either way, you're going high. But if you had the opportunity to state your case to the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are picking number 1 right now, to take you number 1, how would it go?
Well, I just feel like when you turn the film on, there's nobody in the class that you can see as dominating as me. That's something I've always taken pride on. And I feel like the refinement in my game and the pass pro, especially from the 2021 season, you can see it on film. And I feel like, there's more work to be done, but I've never been shy of the hard work. If my pass pro technique is the one weakness I have in this class, then I feel like that I have a pretty strong case for going number 1.